hopeless. Absolutely hopeless. I mean, talk about having a go at the players is something else. It really is brilliant, isn't it? When it's your fault. Basically, you're wasting these players. You're wasting the best player in the league. And when you do that, and then you turn around and you blame somebody else for it, it's quite staggering. It really is, and I just thought it was a pretty abject performance. But it's no different to any of the performances we've seen under Sarri with a false nine. I mean, why he's gone away from Giroud? I mean, Giroud played quite well. And you saw, although Giroud's not the answer because he missed a good chance at the end, you saw the minute he came on, Hazard was freed up and Chelsea looked better.
Well, I'll tell you what, there was one moment I thought you were a sage because I said to you, get Giroud on. And he said, no, the first substitution will be Kovacic for Ross Barkley. And I thought, well, you seem very confident about that. And I then realised he's made that switch 17 times this season.
I'm sick
17
of
times.
Because he's an inflexible, typical Italian manager who's like a professor of possession of the University of No End product. It's pitiful, mate. It's a kind of madness not to see what's staring you in the face. Everybody else can see it. I've been saying it for weeks. All the pundits are saying it. Everybody knows this is the situation. Hazard doesn't want to play. Even if you played Pedro there, it would be better than playing Hazard there. It doesn't work. So what's the point? And then when it doesn't work, and it still doesn't work, you turn around and blame the players. That's really rich. I mean, Jorginho has been chronic for weeks now. Now, that's partly because he's not used to playing at this intensity of league.
And Arsenal did exactly what Tottenham did.
But every team does that to him. So since that's happened, he can't do anything. So you think, if you're such a great tactician, if you're so brilliant, mate, why can't you devise a way of freeing this player up, that he isn't just marked out of the game and that everything depends on him? There's young kids there that deserve a chance.
Hudson-Odoi got 10 minutes, didn't he?
It's pathetic. William was chronic. But forget that goal he scored last week. He's been awful all season. He's awful. So why keep picking him? Jorginho, why not play Luiz in midfield? And play Christensen, who's dying for a game, will probably leave unless you play him. At least Luiz in that position would be more powerful than Jorginho. He's just as good a passer.
Yeah.
Or if you're not going to do that, play Ampadu, but either give him a rest. But the trouble is, he costs 58 million. Somebody said we're not used to a regista, they call them. This type of player, like a quarterback. 58 million, basically a cash register. What a terrible experience that was. It's so grim. It's the worst run top club in Europe. It's not just the manager. It's the board, the transfer policy, the way they do business. Everything about it is
Cut to Andy at the next home game thinking, my swipe card doesn't seem to be
it
working at the turnstiles.
They'd have to do that to every single person that goes then, because they all think the same.
Isn't nobody getting behind the lads? Nobody getting behind the manager?
Well, I'm getting behind the lads. I'm not getting behind the manager because he's making a lot of mistakes.